What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and this is one of my favorite Glocks that I've ever built. Obviously, I bought the frame, OEM frame, for $60 and built it from there up. It has all Glock internals except for an Apex trigger, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, when I designed this or decided what parts I wanted to put on this, it was going to be just a cheaper version of a Glock 26 that is perfected for carry. I love stainless steel slides, so I wanted that. I needed some night sights on there. Other than that, didn't care about the barrel, but I wanted an Apex trigger. The Apex trigger, in my opinion, is the best defensive trigger. I love this thing. It's also great for the range, but when it comes to a carry firearm, that's probably the only trigger I would put on a carry firearm. I think the Johnny Glock's trigger is a little too light, the Evolution trigger. And it just sketches me out a little bit because when you have adrenaline pumping, you still want that, hard wall. So anyways, I'll demonstrate the Apex trigger for you guys and show you what I mean. So you rack the slide. I'll show you that first trigger pull. It's still short, don't get me wrong. Break. And you hear how crisp that thing is? Here we go again. First trigger pull. Ready? So the wall is a little harder, but it's actually really nice when you pull it. It's super crisp. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. But this is just an Apex trigger added to my firearm, and that's what it's done. Anyway, so I'll show you the reset. So here's first pull. Here's reset. So it's still super short and very, very crisp. I think this is the best defensive trigger. And the reason for that is if you're in a self-defense situation and you have all this adrenaline going and you're trying to put rounds on your target and you're aiming and you have your finger on your trigger because you are ready to pull at some point, but you're still getting your aim down, it's going to be chaos. And so having that hard wall, but still that crisp, clean break is going to be perfect in my opinion. I don't think there's a better trigger for everyday carry. I think the Apex trigger is the way to go. So this is the Apex trigger for Glocks. They also make them for the Hellcat, basically any other big carry firearm. But Apex trigger is probably my go-to carry trigger if I had to choose one aftermarket trigger.